Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Got a new splash screen. Yeah, wanted to try that out today. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks. How's everyone doing today? Um, uh, Echo? Am I echoing? Andrew says echo. No, no echo. All right. Oh, so, um, before I get distracted, we have a new fan. Uh, Martin, welcome. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do our fan dance. Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do. Wah! Do 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 do. Ah. Welcome, welcome everyone. I have missed streaming actually. I haven't streamed since Friday and you get used to it. And I've missed being here. So, welcome, welcome Ratfinks, welcome David Ratner, Thomas, DJV, Daniel, DDX, welcome, Jim, Ken, Amy, Andrew, Thomas, Carl, hello, welcome. Yes, Jaleb is first. Uh, Anyone who came in just missed my fancy new intro. Um, oh, Ratfinks is Sarah. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Isabella. Oh, Jaleb is Frist. Yes, I misread that. So, good day, everyone. Okay. Welcome, MicroStudy. Yeah, welcome, everyone. Uh, so today, we're here for 3 hours. Gonna do some puzzles. I actually have some links. Hi, Martin. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't streamed since Friday. Actually, I've found that streaming gives me a nice sort of mental energy. Helps me keep going for a few days. All right. Let's see. Put this puzzle in the stream description. I'm getting better at this. A little bit better. Only very slightly stopping stream for this. Actually, we're going to start with the ZegreS. I didn't even tell ZegreS I'm doing their puzzle. Ah, there we go. Oh no, what's wrong, Amy? To scroll up. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're here. Uh yeah, classic is Ratfink says they're learning classic techniques and not convince you like classic. Classic is an intense beast. Uh uh Classic I find very intimidating. Ah, welcome, Sergey. Glad you could join us for this. All right, yeah. I don't have much in the way of announcements. Uh, I saw, yes, Isabella has a new puzzle out. Did you post it on Logic Masters? I already put it in the bucket from CTC, but all right. Well, if everyone could take a moment to like the stream if you haven't yet, uh, we'd really appreciate that. It helps us out. We're slowly working on getting new subscribers. Actually, Zeta and I are celebrating today getting 11,000 subscribers on our math channel. Uh, so that is cool. Uh, and I don't have much to announce. I am still working on zetamath's best of 2022 puzzle, or video rather. It is slow going. It he he picked out 26 puzzles as best of, and it the way the video is structured, it takes me about an hour to edit each one. So uh the video is progressing. I it'll get done when it gets done. All right. How long will the final video be? I'm guessing about an hour and a half. We are the way it's going to work is we're including zetamath's comments in retrospect, but we're also including flashback clips of him solving each puzzle and his comments fresh at the time. So that should be it should be pretty fun when it's done. Oh, I don't know if you can tell, I'm still stuffed up from being sick. I I've been fine for like a week, except my sinuses have uh, uh have not let me alone. Ambrose asks if the plan is uh to premiere the best of video like the other video. Yes. We are going to do that. Um I don't know exactly what our plan for that will be. Um Stay tuned. I'm work right now, I'm just working on the video, and uh it'll get done when it gets done. Uh I was able to work on it for about 6 hours yesterday, and uh we're moving along on that. All right. All right. Actually, hang on just 1 second, everybody. Okay, it was more like 5 seconds, but we're all good. Let's get started on puzzles. So we have this Pure Arrow by Sergey uh, that simply has the rules that digits along an arrow uh, sum to the circle digit, and and that's it. And that's all we get. Sergey, do you have a bet cell? Yeah, I'm expecting good things for this. The right side of the grid is cut off. I will fix that. And we also don't have. Yep. row and column labels. There we go. Let's I don't know if Sergey is listening with audio, so playing with some pure variants after setting a Roggen marble run with a hole. Don't remember how about middle, so let's just slap a bet cell there. We're still in Christmas tree mode apparently, but that's all right. Our betting row 7, column 3, we are moving it to. Weird crackling noise? Am I crackling? What's going on? Ratfinks hears a crackling noise. Might just be that my voice is not in the best shape today. Yeah, I do have slight keyboard noise. Okay. So rows 1 and 9 are interesting, given that we have to have these digits add up to 45. Let's see, there's something about there's something about mod 3 stuff, because these cells themselves are 0 mod 3, and these cells themselves are 0 mod 3. But the whole thing is 0 mod 3. Does that mean this one has to be 0 mod 3? Yeah. Yeah, so these are actually going to be a 3-6 pair. Welcome, Meme Rister, and hi, J Dyer, and welcome, 11 Tickles. Let's see. Jaleb says circles are 7, 8, 9, and yeah, I mean, we have to put 9 in these rows somewhere, and they can only go in these cells. So we definitely get a 9 X-wing. And so we definitely can't put a 6 in these cells, which, yeah. Okay, so if we were to put a 6 in one of these cells, like if this were a 6-9 pair, then that would have to be a 3. And this is already broken. Yeah. 6 just doesn't work in these cells because that just immediately breaks because of these. And we are further told that if this is 6, that's going to break right. If this is 6, then all 4 of these digits have to be from 1, 2, 3. I mean, this one would just have to be 1 and 2, and then these blow up. So that's not 6. It's 3. And we get to do a 3 dance. Zach time! Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do. Wah! Do 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 do. Woohoo! Do 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 do. Wah! And we, yeah, there we go. And then okay. So if we do a little math, we are told we can rule 8 out of these cells. Okay. Oh, is that 3 recorded in the spreadsheet? It is now. Let's see. Right. So if you look at all of these arrows sum to 45 plus whatever this is, since we're counting it twice. So this is 48, which is 3 times 16. So these have to be 7 and 9. I believe that. And I think for similar reasons, this is going to have to be 8 and 9 up here. Yeah. So these are immediately a 2-3 pair. Welcome, Mavir. Do. And these are right, these are a 4-6 pair. I think that has already been pointed out. Right. This is... Right. These are going to have to be from 1, 2, 5. 3, 4, and 6 are gone. Uh... 2 and 5 is broken. So 1, 2, 3 is 6, and 1, 3, 5 is 9. And as has been pointed out, we can't do 6. So this is a 9. These are 1 and 5. Just by standard arrow rules, this is 6, 7, or 8. Might as well write that in. I don't think it can be 6. Oh, maybe it could be 6. Afraid Not asks where we're going to put 2 in column 5, and it's in one of these 2 cells. Yes, this arrow needs a 1. Jaleb and Afraid Not have both pointed that out. Right. If we look at where 9 can go in box 4, 9 can't go in a row with a 9. It can't go on an arrow. It can't go on an arrow. And also there's a 9 X-wing in green, so that can't be a 9 either. So 9 is in one of these. It'll be interesting if we have a 9 here, because that'll place 9 exactly here. We have a similar thing in box 6. That's right. 9 goes in exactly one of these. Yep. Bunch of people saw that. But this circle actually could be a 9. Okay. And Afraid Not wants us to think about 9 in row 7. Can't be here, can't be here. Obviously not there, not on an arrow, not in that column. But I don't see why there aren't 3 places for 9. Oh, Carl has a magnificent spot. And I think Glum Hippo sees it too. Yeah, this is fantastic. One of these columns is going to be 8 on top and 9 on the bottom. And hang on, let's see. Yeah, so let's write. I wanna carefully explain this. So let's just write in what these digits are. Uh, yeah, a bunch of people are saying this, but I want to go slow on it. I want to like uh, actually properly explain this. Uh, so 1, 4, 5, and 7 left in this rows. You can see that uh, that the 7 is going to have to go with the 1 to make an 8. And in this row, we've got 1, 2, we've got 3, 4, 5, and what else do we have? 8. And you can see that the 8 is going to have to go with a 1 to make 9. But the point is, if this is 8, that's 9, and suddenly these cells want 2 1s, and they can't have 2 1s because that is going to prevent us from doing that. So that actually resolves our X-wing. Since this can't be 8 9, this has to be 8 9. And now this is 1 7. This is 1 8. That's a 7 with a 2 5. That's a 9 with a 4 5. Whoop, 9 with a 4 5. That's awesome. That's really great. And now we have a Jovi wing on 1s, so this arrow can't have a 1 on it. So it's actually going to have to be 2, 3, and 4, and that's 9. So that's not 9, and that's 9. Yeah, that was great. That was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, that was hot. Ah, our pairs in boxes 2 and 8, points out Ambrose, are resolved. 9 plus 3, 9 is 3 plus 6, 8 is 2 plus 6, 7 is 4 plus 3, 9 is 6 plus 3. Oh, that's cute. All of Todd points out that all of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are in these cells. So we actually get our 6, 7, 8, 9 in these cells. These can't be 7. These can't be 9. Right, and actually, what can this be? So there's definitely a 1. Uh, yeah. There's no 5. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. The point is it's missing a 1, 3, or 4, but it's got to have a 3 in it because there's nowhere else for 3 in the column. So this isn't 7, it's 6 or 8. And we're asked where 7 can go in box 4. Yep, so 7 is on the arrow, which means this can only be 6 with a 1. And now we have an 8-9 pair, so that's a 7. Ah, this 8, if we ask where 8 goes in this box, it goes in one of these. Gives us a 1 and an 8 down here, which resolves our 7 and 1. Now 7 in box 6 goes in one of these cells. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are gone in this column, points out afraid not. So this has to be at least 5. And this is minimum 2, so this is at least 7. But it's not 7. It can only be 8. Welcome, Russ. Welcome briefly. So this is 5 or 6 with a 2 or a 3. And that 8 looks over here. So that knocks 4 out of these. Yeah, what's this then? Yeah, neither of these can be a 2, so this is definitely 1, 5. So that's not 1. And 1 in box 4 is definitely in these cells, as a number of people point out. So that's the 5 and that's the 1. And Jaleb points out we do need to put an 8 in this box, and it goes there. And then we need to put an 8 in this box, and it goes there. Right, and that's a write-in. So that's not a 4. So we're asked what this can be. It can't be 1, 8. That's true. These both see a 7, so it can't be 2, 7. But I'm also told it can't be 3, 6. They both see a 6. Right. So this is 4, 5. Yep, 6 is looking at both. Let's see, what's left in this box? 2 and 3. This 2 looks down. Points out Thomas. So that's a 5, that's a 2, that's a 4, that's a 5. This 5 looks over. This cell definitely sees a 5. So this can't be a 5, this can't be a 5, this can't be a 5. So that's a 5. Very good spot, Carrion. Welcome, Woofer. Woofer says we can place 6 in box 5, which we can. Now 1 in box 6 goes here. That 5 resolves our 4-5. And that dislodged a pencil mark for 7, and this one is a 6, I think. And that gives us the 1 here. Sorry to hear you've got a thunderstorm, Isabella. We're supposed to have a big storm here tonight. I think we're supposed to get up to 20 centimeters of snow, which is 8 inches for US people. Yeah, I think it's about mark time. I think we have succeeded in what this puzzle is trying to do. We know we have a 2 here, so that's a 7, that's a 3. That's a 2. Seven. Well, we've got a 3-4 pair, so let's but yeah, 7 is hidden in this column. Or we have a 7, 6, 9. Okay, 1, 5 gives us 4. Seven's done. 7 goes here. Is that all of them? No. Got one more here. So that's a 2, that's an 8, that's a 4. Let's see. Got a 3-4 pair here. Ah, 3 and 2 and 4 and 3. Welcome, Mahdi. Four. We've got a 2, 3, 5 triple in column 8, so there's our 4, giving us 3 and 4. 2, 3, 6 triple here, so that's a 5, 9, 6. 8, 5, 9, 1. 2, 3 pair gives us a 5 there. One and 5, 9. 8 and 9. 2, 8, 6. 1. And how does that? Oh, duh, the arrow. That has to be a 3. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And our bet tree is a 6. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent puzzle. What a break-in. With this arrow geometry in rows 1 and 9. Giving us the math on these rows. Very sweet. Yeah, excellent puzzle. All right. All right, I'm going to take a quick little break, and then we will come back with more puzzles. I will see you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Hope we're still having a good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is. All right. Well, I was excited when I saw that Isabella has posted a new puzzle, so we are going to go right for that. If you haven't done so, please take a moment to like the stream. That really helps us out. Yeah, so we are going to look at Turquoise 9x9 by Isabella. The rules in this are digits on a black dot have a ratio of 1 to 2. Digits on a white dot are consecutive. And the blue lines are region sum lines, which means these cells sum to the same as these cells, sum to the same as these cells. And that's it. So right off the bat, we get that this is at least 6. We get our usual deductions about 2 black dots that see each other, that the middle one has to be 2 or 4, and these are from 1, 2, 4, 8. And I am sure we are going to get some exciting geometry deductions about these lines. Oh, yes. Do you have a recommended bet tree, Isabella? Row 1, column 6. Okay. So we know that these together have an even sum, since this is x and you add this and this is 2x. So whatever this line sums to, it has to be odd. We're told that this is restricted, right, because of the givens in the column, the invisible givens. These have to be from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they definitely include a 7, so that's not 7. I guess that already wasn't 7 if I thought about it. Yeah. If we get to think about the same thing here, we get here. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. And now these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see. This one can't be 6. Right. And this one can't be 7. Uh, to because we know there's a 7 here. And now, if we tried to make this 6, then there's nothing we can put here. So this is not 6. These are an 8, 9 pair. These are 5, 6, 7. And in fact, we know the middle one. So we get to do a 6 dance. Zach gets to bring out his 6y dance. Woo! Thank you, Zach. Everybody loves the 6y dance. Okay. Sarah says this is 8 or 9. Because it can't be 7 by the column, right? So this is 8 or 9. Because 6 and 7 are gone from the column. Yeah, Afraid Not points out that the options for this are extremely limited, since 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all gone from the column. I mean, it could never be 7 anyway, but the only things that this can be are 1 and 2. Right, this can't be higher than 5. But it can't be lower than 4, so it is 4 or 5. So if this were 1 or 2, this whole thing would add to 6, and it can't. I thought we were going to get a bunch of stuff over here to start with, but instead we got a bunch of stuff in the middle. Occurs to me that I did not actually update our stream description. There we go. Hey, welcome, Heliopolis. Todd says there must be a 3 in these cells, which I agree with. So if there weren't, this would either be too low or too high. So there is a 3 in these cells. Oh, must they be from 1, 2, 3? That makes sense. Yeah, we're getting close to 1, 2, 3, 4 quads, but we haven't quite got there. So it'll be interesting if we end up with roping here. Heliopolis points out that these are 1, 2, 8, 9. Yeah, so if we have roping, hmm. Welcome, Perla. So a couple of people said if we have roping, then the sums need to be odd. Is that always true? Philippe says something that I want to look at. X is the sum of this. Therefore, the sum of this is 45 minus 2x. Okay, yes, that's true. Uh, And so this is 45 minus 2x. So okay. I think this is an important thing to look at. And I don't know how to do this without writing it down. This is x, therefore this is 45 minus 2x, therefore this is 45 minus 2x. And so these together are 45 minus x. Therefore, these cells and these cells have to have the same sum. Is that right? Have we just said that these and these have the same sum? So these have the purple-green sum. So these cells definitely have... Right, so that's the point. These cells have the sum 2x, so the sum of these must be odd. So they must be 1, 2, 4. So that's a 2. And that's a 1, 4 pair. Right. So this sum is equal to these sums. So these all sum to 7. So these are 1, 2, 4. So now we do have roping. So that's the only way we can make 7. And this 1, 2, 4, we have to have something on a black dot across from it. So that's actually an 8 and a 4. And this white dot is going to give us a 2 and a 3. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Do a little pencil cleanup. So now this is 9. So it's 5 and 4 or 7 and 2. Yeah, that's really great. And so we actually know what this sum is, because it's half of 45 minus 7, which is half of 38, which is 38. Brain. Somebody tell me what it is. 19? 19. That's what I thought it was, and then I lost confidence. So this is 8. These need to sum to 11. Without having a 1, 2, 3, or 4 in them. So they are 5 and 6. And that leaves 3, 7, and 9 left over. These are 5, 6, 8. 3, 7, 9. 3, 7, 9. 5, 6, 8. Jayla points out it would have been easier to look at these cells, which is true. Let's see. These aren't 9 anymore. Yeah, this has been really great so far. Yeah. Right. So, right. So we do get to do the same sum logic in columns 1, 2, 3. So this is x, that's 2x. This is 45 minus 2x. So that's 45 minus 2x. So these are 45 minus x. So these are the same sum, that one and that one. And that's the yellow sum, the yellow-blue sum. So this is now an odd sum, which means we're going to need an odd number in the middle of this to make it an odd sum. Right. That's also, this is an odd sum that's a multiple of 3. Right. Right. Can't have 1 or 9 in the middle of the string just trivially. So that is 5 or 7. Good morning, Kuraban. Right. Yeah. These are 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7, 8. Yep. People are saying it can't be 4, 5, 6, which would make all our sums 15. Can't do 15 as a sum. If we've used 4, 5, and 6, we can't make 2 more 15 sums. Yeah. Because one of them has to have the 1 in it. So the point is this is going to be 6, 7, 8. By math. These are also 6, 7, 8. Wait. We have some roping. We haven't proved digit roping yet. The 7 points out Zealot gives us these digits. Right, this is a 21 sum. So yeah, that means blue, yellow is 12. Yep. Right, the 9 is going to have to go with a 1 and a 2. And then we have 3, 4, 5 left over. Yep. Yeah, so this is also a 12 sum. So yeah, with our 12 sums, we're the 9 is always going to have to go with a 1 and a 2. So uh ah wait. Okay. I'm told this has to be 6 or 8. So this has to add to 21. So if this were 4, why not 4? Isabella says Carl has a good point. If blue is 912, right, there are 2 universes. We know this is 912 or it's 345. Oh, this can't be a 4 by Sudoku. That's the simple way. Okay, so this is a 6 or an 8, which means this is a 3 or a 4. Which means this has to be the 3, 4, 5 for the column. So this is the 1, 2, 9 for the column. Right, and this sums to 21. I'm probably wobbling my camera here while I fidget. Yeah, and 21 without 9, the max it can be is 6, 7, 8, which is 21. So these are 6, 7, 8. And then we just have 3, 4, 5 left in the box. And so now we have roping. So these are 6, 7, 8. These are 3, 4, 5. 3 goes here. These are 1, 2, 9. That's a 1. This had better be 9 and 8. 7, 6, 2. 6 goes with a 3, so that's a 5 and a 4. It's not 3 anymore, so we know that has to be a 3. Also, that's a 7, 9, 3. 1, 2 pair gives us a 9 here, 6. More cleanup, we get a 9 here. Which doesn't actually resolve this stuff. That's not an 8, that's not a 6. 5, 8 pair gives us a 6 here. That's an 8, so now that's a 1. Uh, 6 and 5 here. 1, 2 pair gives us a 4. That's a 5, that's an 8, that's a 7. So that's a 2, that's a 5. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Very nice puzzle. 9, 3, 7, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5. That's a 5. This was really, really beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and mark. Naked singles all around. 7 and 5. 8, 7. Math again. So that's a 1, 4 and 1, 8, 6, 4, 7, 2, 9, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 2, and the bet tree is an 8. Very nice. Very nice. As always, a privilege to do Isabella's puzzles. Very beautiful. Yeah, you just knew that uh, something interesting was going to happen in all of these, but the way it actually works out, where you prove some roping before you get digit roping, uh, is really, really beautiful. And as always, there are just wonderful things you can do with region sum lines. All right. Welcome, Ranks. I am going to take a real quick break, but shorter than the last one. I'll be back in just a minute or two. See you soon. Welcome back. Had so much fun with the region sum lines, I figured we continue that. So here we have Two-Face by Mr.Menace. The blue lines are region sum lines, just like they worked in the last puzzle. And the red lines are alternating parity lines, which means that if this digit is even, then this digit is odd and this digit is even. Digits can repeat on any of these lines if allowed by Sudoku. And the other thing is that we have these squares which are all even. So in this puzzle, I'm going to use blue to indicate even and orange to indicate odd. So for looking at where to start here. Let's see. This line has two of one and one of another. This cell is the sum of these three cells, so this has to be high. And not 6, because these can't be 1, 2, 3. That is Carl's point. Trying to look at places where, let's see, we can definitely mark these for parity. So odd, odd, even, odd. So these all have the same parity. Right, since we can't have a 3 on it, there has to be a 1 in these. And a 2, because 1, 4, 5 is too many. Oh, bet tree. Bet tree. That's a good question. Let's put our bet tree here. I think I marked, it, even if I fail to, even if I fail to mark first digit and bet digit while I'm solving. I will always go back and do it later. So don't worry about that. We will keep records. Whoop. Philippe says these two are odd, which I would love to be the case. But I don't immediately see why that's true. Hi, Tallcat. How you doing? Tallcat sees a digit. So we're asking where 9 goes in box 5. Not in an even cell. Ah, yes. This is even. These C9. And these can't be 9. Because that would make these at least 10. So, that is 9 and it's odd. So that's odd. So those are even. This is 5 or 7. Oh, yes. We get to do our digit dance, a rare 9 dance. I don't feel like we do 9 dance. Zach's right here. I don't feel like we do 9 at least I think this is my first 9 dance as a streamer. So 9 dance. Do 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 do. Wah do 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 do. Whoa do 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 do. Wee do 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 do. Whoa. Do do do. Thank you, Zach. First digit was a 9. Okay. We only get one more even in this box. So these are definitely going to have opposite parities, which might be relevant later, though I have no idea how I would write that down. I guess it will fall out naturally once we figure more stuff out. How are you doing today, Tallcat? You snooze, you lose, zetamath. Zetamath said he got robbed out of doing this one. It's true. But hey, feel free to hang out and solve it with us. Zetamath says he was Zetamath says he was helping a student do one of his own puzzles and got stuck on it. Rank says column 3 has 3 evens approximately placed. That's true. We've got one here, one in these cells, one in these cells. So in these 4 cells, we get 1 even. Row 4, column 3, and row 4, column 7. Yeah, we already noted that one of these is odd and one of these is even. Yeah. Yeah, we already figured out that these are different because we've got 3 odds and an even to fill these cells, so these have to be different parity. I beat you all to it. Ranks with the point is that we could just try coloring lines and see what happens. And I'm up for it. So that, and that are the same. That, and that are the same. Yeah, let's this. So these these are all the same parity. If that parity is even, that's all of them for the row. Ranks says if they're even, that's also all of them for column 3. That's true. Yeah, I knew I was getting in a little deep with this one since... Ooh, Carl says something breaks. Are we saying if these are even, it is going to break box 4? So then this was odd. So these would have to be an even and an odd. Oh, wait. Right. So, right. Hang on. So these are all even. So this is odd. Okay. All right, let's try this. So we're gonna make these all even. So these are odd. So that's even, odd, even, odd. And we know there's an even and odd in here. So this has to be odd. So that's even. And now we have too many odds in this box. We're going to have 6 odds in box 4 in this universe. Yeah, that was definitely look-aheady. But we have proven that these are odd and these are even. It's only bifurcation if you can't see it in your head. We have almost all the evens for column 5. I think Jay Dyer has the point. It's only bifurcation if you don't enjoy it. Bifurcation is when someone else doesn't like what you did. To trifurcate, don't you have to bifurcate first? Ranks asks if this is odd in general, does that cause an issue? So we know we have 2 odds in here. So that would mean this was also forced to be odd, so that these could be even. I don't immediately... Okay, so if this is odd, then we would definitely have an even and odd over here. These would be even, that would be even. Don't see the problem. Wait, hang on. These would be odd, is what I meant. Right. I agree with 57 thorns. If this is odd, we have to have an odd and an even. So Heliopolis, okay. So if we said this was odd, then MicroStudy, okay. If this is odd, oh, we got a $10 donation from David Ratner saying, just because, for everyone making these weekly streams phenomenal, wonderful, along with each contributing in their own way, from puzzles to suggestions to just all around being in great company. I agree, David. Thank you very much. We get a donation dance for David. Zach ran away. Okay. So point is that has to be odd. Hang on. I'm gonna look at my I already lost it. MicroStudies point. If these are odd even, we got odd, even, odd. Now we're out of odds, so that has to be even. So that's odd. I haven't broken it yet. Look in box 2. Okay, so this is, yeah, so the rest of this would be odd. Ah, so to make this even, this has to be odd. And now we have 6 odds in row 2. Good grief. So, wait, so the point is this can't be odd, this is even? So even, odd, even, odd, even. Now we get 2 more odds, so this has to be odd. So that's even. So these are both odd. These are an even and an odd. So 1 even, 2 evens, 3 evens, 4 evens, which means these are all odd. Wait, no, I did that right. Ranks says, okay, we have 1 even here, 2, 3, one of these is even and one of these is even, so we're out of evens for the box, so that's odd. A bunch of people screaming that this and this are the same parity. Look at box 6. Okay. Row 4, column 1. There is an odd even pair on the red line in row 4, box 6. Yeah. Okay, so odd even. So all the evens are gone for the row. Right, so that's odd. Now all evens are gone in row 6, which is a much easier point. So those are odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. Now we know these are odd and an even, so there are 2 odds and an even, so this is even. So what are you doing? Sudoku pad has gone completely crazy. I'm going to refresh the page. What? It doesn't want me to place this digit. It just disappears. What is going on? Is it my keypad? Well, there is a problem with my keypad. Can I put some other digit? No, as soon as... Something's going on with my keypad. Hang on a sec. I did turn it off and on again, Ranks. Oh no. This is not good. Is this like... Wow, if I click to another program and... If I click to another program and enter a digit, it just like instantly instantly deletes it. What is going on? This is wild. Okay. Huh. Got it. I don't know why the thing that just happened, but we got it. Okay. Back to the puzzle. Right. We know for the row this is odd. That's even. Sorry about that, people. This is 125. Yes, it must be 125. Right, these can't both be even, so they are both odd. An odd digit isn't a 2 somehow. Okay. Right, 7 and 9 definitely go here, and we know the order. Invisible 9 in the row. So that's 7, that's 9. Okay, if this is odd even, then we're out of odds for row 2 and we're out of evens, so this is even odd, which doesn't add to an even. So it's true. I do see MicroStudy and Rank's point. Uh, so this is even, that's odd. Uh, yep. This 7 gives us 5 here, giving us a 1 here. Let's see. This can't be 1, 7, so it must be 3, 5. Zetamath's wrong point was right. Okay, so the remaining odds here are 1, 3, and 7. Ranks says row 1, column 9 is odd. Okay, so we know there's 1 even here. Ah, yes. If this is 7, this is 9, and we repeat. So one of these is 7, and the point is they must be 1 and 7 adding to 8. So that's a 3. So this is 2 or 4 adding to 5 or 7. Isabella points out we've got a 2, 5 pair looking over here. So that's a 4 and that's a 7. So that's a 1 and that's a 7. And where does 8 go in this box? It goes here. Ranks has a good point, which is that by column 7, we know there's an even in these cells, and there's 2 evens in these cells, so we can't have 2 more evens. So these are both odd and can't be 1 and 7, so they are 3 and 5. Welcome back, Sarah. This 3, 5 looks down, so that's an even 2 and an odd 5. These are a 1, 3 pair, so we get a 5 here. We need a 4th even in this box, so it goes here. Where does 2 go in box 5 is the point. It goes here, and that's a 6. And where does 2 go in row 4? It goes here. That's a 4, and that's a 6. That's an 8. Row 2 needs another even, so these are both odd. Uh, 2 and 6 by Sudoku go here in that order. These are 4 and 8. Uh, 8 in column 2 goes in one of these cells, and it's not in something that adds to 7. Man. Trying to write, yeah. It's trying to write 8s into the grid that just gets me. 8 is the devil's digit. So now these are 2 and 6, so that's a 6. 2, and that's 1. Where else are you going to put 8 in the column ranks? Uh, 8 in column 3, yes, goes here. Welcome, Bukra. We get a 4 over here, so that's a 2. Neither of these can be an 8. So that's an 8, and that's a 4. So that's an 8. There was probably an easier way to do that. We have all the evens in column 5, so that gets us all of this. It's claimed that we have all but one 8 in the grid. Four in row 7 can only go here. Very nice. Yes, the 8s will torment us no longer, Jim. 7 in box 3. 6 in row 7. And now we're done with the evens for the column. Up here must be the 2. So now 2 in column 3 goes here. So column 7. So some number, column some number, this one. Time and tide for Nayman Bide points out that we can place 7 and 1 in row 2. Welcome, time and tide. So that's a wait. That's a 7, and that's a 1. We have all of our evens in row 9. We need an even here. And we need another even there. In fact, we know that the bet tree is a 4. So congratulations to any 4 betters. I know if Daniel is in the house, he'll be very happy. And then we get a 6 over here. Ranks suspects that cell is a doubler. You might have to argue that one with Daniel. All right. 1 in box 7. These are a 3 and a 7, and we know the order. So that's a 5 and a 3 there. So we get a 3 here by Sudoku. See, that's a 6 and a 4, and that might be all our evens. No. Where's our last? We haven't placed. Yes. We have our little Jovi wing on 4s. Welcome, Cogito. Left in this row is a 4 and a 9. Okay. Left in this row is a 5 and a 9. First I thought I was getting robbed or something, but it's just zetamath coming home. Man, it's being suggested that I mark, but I don't really want to mark before I finish my coloring. That doesn't seem kosher. Yeah, we know 5 and 9 are up here, so that's got to be a 3. So we get 5 and 3 here. Five, 7, and 9 here. One in this row goes here. Five in column 6 goes here, and that's a 9. So that is also a 9. That's going to give us a 9 and a 4, and now we get to finish our coloring. All right. Now we've finished our coloring and everything. So for the last little bit, I'm just going to have Mark take us home. 9 and 5. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that was the break into that was tough. There were some parts that you really had to consider consequences going out. Yeah, it was a bit of a workout. I really enjoyed it though. I really like these parody lines, and I enjoy a good parody coloring puzzle. Sort of divides it into 2 puzzles that you get to do. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we have a little bit of time left. I think I'm going to take a short break and then come back and do a couple of 6x6s. There was another zetamath 6x6 I kind of wanted to do, so maybe we'll look at that one. But I will be back in just a minute. Hello. All right. I'm going to do a couple of 6x6s, starting with this zetamath off by 1 arrow. So, let's see. Yeah, that looks fine. We got normal Sudoku rules, and the digit in the circle is the sum of the digits along the arrow, plus or minus 1. Yeah, so we immediately get that these are minimum 7. Welcome, Ace of Spades. Glad to have you here. Always glad to have zetamath students. All right, so the minimum this can be is 1, 2, 3 with a 1 here, giving us a sum of 7, but the highest this can be is 6, so it is a 6. So our first digit, making sure I have this written in correctly, is a 1. Oh, did I add this to the video description? I did. Okay. All right. And so these are a 4 and a 5. And this had better be a 5 with a 4 and a 2. Otherwise, we get in trouble. Left in the box are a 3 and a 6. Now this 6 is interesting because these are minimum 1, 2, 3 summing to 6. So this had better be 1, 2, 3 summing to, with an off by 1 sum of 5. That leaves us 4 in the row. This is a fun rule set and a beautiful puzzle. I would love to see a 9x9 with this rule set. Though I think it probably works especially well for 6x6, but I think there's still potential. Let's see. Yeah, so these cells are minimum 1 and 4, although even more than that, actually. So this certainly can't be 3, it's 6. These need to add up to 5 or 7. I was going to say it'd be funny if these added up to 2, but they can't. So these are from 1, 2, 3. So 6 in column 6 can't go on the 5 arrow. And it can't go here because this can't be a 1. So down in the corner is the only place for 6 in column 6. That was Kuraban's point. And we have a 1 and a 5 left in this row. And we can't put a 1 here, even with the off by 1, so that's a 5. These are from 2, 3, excuse you, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We need a 4 in one of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 5 left. This can't be 1. This can't be 3. Where does 6 go in box 2? It can't go here now since this cell sees a 5. So 6 is here. Uh, 5, 6 pair in box 4 by Sudoku. 4 hidden in column 4. That's very cute. So the only thing this can be is a 3. Ah, 1, 2 pair in row 1, so that's a 3. So we get a 2 and a 4 and a 3. That's very helpful. So that's not a 4. Too high. That's not a 2. That would be correct. So it's a 1. Very nice. 4. So 4 goes here. 1 here and 2 there. 2. That's a 3. That's a 1. That's a 2. 5, 3. Yeah, this was very cute. Very cute. 1 here, and this needs to be a 6. Very cute. I love that you did work it out so that a number could go on its own arrow. Very cute. Very cute. All right. Moving right along. I am going to dig up another 6x6, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this MicroStudy non-consecutive thermo. Write down the rules. All right. Standard thermo, digits increase from bulb to tip, and orthogonally adjacent digits can't have a difference of 1. Zetamath. All right. I assume something interesting gets forced by this row. Right. Yeah, these have got to be 1, 3, 5, and 2, 4, 6. So we're going to have like parity roping here. Right, right. That's right. Row 4. Is that as restricted? Right, if this were higher than 2, then we're broken. So yeah, so this is 1 or 2. And this is at least 3. And at most 4. So we do actually get the same thing here. I think Carl is saying that uh, these are actually, but the row 1 is all by values? Is that what you're saying? So you're saying this is 4 or 5? Right, if this is odd, this is even. It's not 2. So if this was 1 and this was 6, what breaks? Ah, because then you have nowhere to put 4. So these are very restricted. So these are a 4-5 pair. These are a 1-6 pair. And these are a 2-3 pair. Is that what we're saying? Right. Carl's point is if this is a 3, then this is even. And so it's a 4 and that breaks. So this is actually a 2. Which just fixes the entire first 2 rows. 6, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 5, 1, 3. And we get a 2, 4, 6 here. This is 1 or 3. Ah. So all right, so if 1, 3, 5, this can't be 3 and it can't be 5 by non-consecutive, so it's 1. This can't be 1 or 3, so it's 5, so that's 3. Yeah, we end up with these boxes being clones. This isn't 4 by consecutive to 4. 4 rules out 5 here, so that's 1, 3, and 5. Now that has to be a 4. And that has to be a 5. And let's just fill out the options and do non-consecutive Sudoku. Like that. Very cool. Very cute. Cool just how restricted this ended up being. And yeah, this ends up being consecutive. Let's see, do we think we could do one more? Or should we call it there? I'm actually thinking of doing this math pesto broken 146. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. A sandwich. Indexing puzzle. All right. Let's get rid of our row column labels. Okay. So pink cells are column indexers, so whatever this is puts a 1 in that column in that row. And outside clues are sandwich clues. Our crusts are 1 and 6. Okay. Oh, all indexers are given for columns 1, 4, and 6. So there is, I didn't even notice that. There is a negative constraint on indexers. That makes me a little more intimidated than I was a minute ago. But I'm sure we can get through this. Okay. Right. One of these is 1, one of these is 4, and one of these is 6 for sure. So if this was 6, we'd have to build our sandwich right off of it. Let's see. 6 in box 4. Right, it's not in these cells. Right, so it is in one of these cells. Because if there were a 6 here, we'd end up with a 4 here, and but we know we have to have a 4 here. So there's a 6 here, and likewise, we're gonna have to have a 4 and 4 like that. So like this could go 6, 4, 3, 1. One's in column 6. What do we know about ones in column 6? What happens if you put a 1? Right. Oh boy. All right, so we have to have a 1, which means we also have to have a 4, 5, or 6. So let's imagine we have a 1 with a 4. So that puts a 1 here. And a 6, and why and a 4, and now we've broken our negative constraint? Did I do that wrong? That's ugh. Well, sure. I definitely agree we can't have a 4 here, but the point is we can't have a 6 here either. Because if we had a 6, we would end up with an indexing cell where we can't have one. That one's easier. So yeah, so this is a 1-5 pair. And there are 1s here. We can't have any 1s here, or we would have illegal indexing. So there are 1s here and 1s here. This less than 14 just means that the 1 and 6 are not on the complete opposite ends. Ah, no. Hmm. This greater than 2 definitely means the 1 and 6 can't be next to each other. So is it this 7 clue? We can't have the 1 and the 6 in both in this row. Ah, the point is that one of them has to be in this row. Because we can't have them both over here and still make a 7. So either this is 1 or this is 6. The 1 and the 6 go across from each other like that. Carl thinks that 1 here going left breaks. Wouldn't that make... Oh, wow! Carl with a beautiful spot. So if this is 1 and we have our sandwich going left, well, we can't have 7 in one cell. So we'd have to have it in 2 cells, which puts the 6 here. And wait, what's the problem with that? The 6 must be indexed. Oh, the 6 has to be indexed. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, wow. Okay, so the point is this is not a 1. This is a 1. So this has to be 6 indexing itself. So and we can't have 3 digits adding to 7 because that would need a 1. So we definitely have a 1 here. Let's see, our first digit was a 1. Yeah, we have a 2 cell. This is either a 3, 4 going this way, or it's a 2, 5. Right. Right. Carl with another good point is that this remember that we can't put a 6 here, otherwise our sandwich sum is exactly 14. It has to be less than 14. So our 6 is here. So that can't be a 4 by negative constraints. So that's a 4. Wait. Yeah. Uh, and that must be a 2 or a 3 to satisfy the sandwich constraint. Right, we can't have the 1 next to the 6, so that's a 1. Carl with a lot of really great spots. And I know a few people saw the... I see Kuraban saw that. So, yeah, 1 is just placed here. Right, this needs to be a 3 or a 5 to satisfy the... Oh, wow. Carl says the 6 in column 1 is placed now. It sure is. It can't be in those cells. It can't be in a row with a 6. Wait. Right. And we've already said this is a 2 or a 3, so this is a 6. So that's a 6. Now 6 in box 1. It's in one of these cells. Oh, wow, Logan. Logan is now a turbine. Thank you so much. Message me on Discord and we can talk about your turbine benefits, but we will get the rare and awesome turbine dance. Woo! Woo! Do 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 do. Wee! Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do. Thank you so much, Logan. Uh Thank you so very much. All right. Yeah, Zach colored a couple of cells there. Um, all right. MicroStudy says there's a 1 in row 3, column 6. And no, wait, oh, you were explaining to... Gotcha. Uh, Answering a question in chat. Sorry, all right. I was so excited because of Zach's dance, I got distracted. Um, uh, 4, the FJam says 4 in column 1 is here. I understand it can't be here. And if 4 was here, then this would have to be a 1 since it is indexed. Gotcha, gotcha. So that's a 4. Good grief, keypad. So that's not a 4. So this is a 2-5 pair, and our 3 goes here. And that's a 4. And that's a 3. So that's a 6. So now that's a 6. These are 2 and 5, except this one's not 5, so that's 2, that's 5. Now this is a 3. That is 5, which is fine, and 2 to finish the column. See, 4 is down here. Five box 3. Yes. There. No, David, we don't get overtime. Okay. Let's see. Three here breaks, we are told, so then that would be 4. Let's see, 2 in box 1. Okay, 2 goes there and there. And now that's a 4, that's a 3, that's a 4. That's a 4. This is now a 3. And I think we basically got it. I'm just going to finish this up here. 5 and 2, 5, 1, 3, 1, and 5. That was an ambitious puzzle for 10 minutes, and we certainly didn't get there in 10 minutes, but it was a great puzzle. Thank you. Thank you so much to New Turbine Logan Wall. Thank you. So I will be back same time on Friday. Before I stream, Mr. is doing a stream, and he's going to try and finish up about the time I stream on Friday. So that is where we will be. Thank you all for coming. I had a great time. And I want to thank everyone who supports the stream, whether it's just stopping by and chatting, whether it's liking the stream. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe. We really appreciate that. It helps us out. Thank you to everyone who chooses to support the stream financially. That is hugely appreciated. It keeps us going. And a special thank you to our top level supporters, David Ratner, Michael O'Connor, Nordy, Franco, Woofer, Andreas DDX, and Logan Wall. Thank you so much, and I will see you all on Friday. Take care.